When we think about teaching, we often focus on techniques, so classroom strategies, lesson plans, technology, etc. But I actually think the real difference isn't in the methods we use, although they are really important, but actually it's about our values and our beliefs that guide our practice when we're in the classroom. And that's where your teaching philosophy is more than just a document. It's a reflection of your values, your vision, and your understanding of what education can and should be. And if you've not seen one of my videos before, my name is Claire and I've worked in UK universities for the last 10 plus years, and I love teaching, and I'm really passionate about helping other teachers improve their teaching practice by breaking down effective strategies. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about your teaching philosophy and how that can improve your practice. So what exactly is a teaching philosophy? Well, simply put, it's a statement that articulates your approach to teaching, why you teach the way you do, and the values that inform those decisions. And it's not necessarily a list of methods, but rather a kind of a deep reflection on your beliefs about learning and your role as an educator. And I think of my teaching philosophy as being like a compass, because it helps guide the decisions I make in the classroom, from the way I design assignments to the way I interact with my students. And it's aligned with my values, like it feels really authentic to who I am as a person. And really, this YouTube playlist is a reflection of my teaching philosophy, so I really hope you can hear some of my values coming through as part of that. Now, I just want to talk through values and why I think they matter as part of your teaching philosophy. And I think at the heart of great teaching lies something much deeper, and that's around our purpose. Like, why did you sign up for a job as a lecturer? So for me, it was because I wanted to help raise up that next generation of physiotherapists. So yes, I want them to be expert clinicians, and that's kind of a given in any physiotherapy curriculum, I think. But I also wanted to make sure that the students who graduated from the program that I'm involved in actually care about patients as people. So they don't just see them as a knee pain or a back pain or someone who's fallen and broken their hip, but they actually see them as a whole person who has a life behind them and has a future in front of them. So that's why I do a lot of person-centered practice in my modules, because it's part of my values. But I can't expect them to care about their patients if I don't care about them as students. And so that's why another core part of my teaching philosophy is about compassionate pedagogy. And I've done a separate video on that because for me, it's really, really important. So please check that out at some point if you get a chance. Anyway, I'm starting to digress a little bit there, but I hope my students know that I genuinely care about their growth and their development, and that forms a better connection and a better engagement, and that will then help improve their learning. So how do you write a teaching philosophy that reflects your key values? Well, I've broken this down into 3 parts, and I've got some reflective questions for you to be considering to help you write your teaching philosophy. So first up, it's considering, why do you teach? Like, what drives you to be in the classroom? Is it to inspire? Is it a challenge? Is it to empower your students? And I think it's important that we answer that question first. The second point is what do you believe about learning? Like, how do students learn best? Is it through collaboration? Is it through active learning? Is it self-directed, or is it more through exploration? Again, that's another really important question to be answering. And then thirdly, how do you create an environment that reflects those beliefs? Like, what classroom practices or strategies do you use to nurture this learning environment? And your answers to these questions will give you the foundation of your teaching philosophy. So write it down. Don't worry about getting it perfect first time. The key here is to articulate your beliefs clearly in a way that aligns with who you are as an educator. Remember, this philosophy is not static. It will evolve as you gain more experience, but it's a starting point. So once you've drafted your philosophy, the next step is refinement. Your teaching philosophy doesn't just sit in a drawer. It's something you live out every day. It guides your interactions with students, your curriculum design, and your assessment choices. When your values are clear, your teaching becomes more intentional, more focused, and I think probably more impactful as well. So take time to reflect on your values, Use those to craft your teaching philosophy and then see how that impacts on your teaching practice. If you want to hear more about where I'm at with my teaching philosophy, having worked in universities for 10 plus years, then please check out my video on compassionate pedagogy, because it's something that I've really started to adopt recently in my practice. And I know it can sound really soft as soon as we start talking about compassion, but actually it takes tremendous courage. And I have seen that have a real impact on my students and on their well-being, more importantly. So I hope to see you in that video. Thanks for watching.